All right, welcome back to another Double D Express, with Dr. Doug. I'm going to express my thought on toxic topics in pop culture. A dialogue, not a debate. We don't want anybody losing because nobody likes to lose. We're going to do this where we both gain from something. And don't forget to click that subscribe and like button, okay? All right, so what's the topic today, all right? Let's try the true religion. Now that ought to get people's eyes and ears bleeding for sure, all right? We're in a country that protects religious freedom, the Bill of Rights, the First Amendment, all right? We have the right of the freedom of assembly and religion. We can do what we want with our faith, our beliefs. The Bill of Rights also, heavenly music for sure. Our Bill of Rights also says that Congress cannot establish religion. It cannot impose a religion on us. It can't stop us from having a faith and religion either, okay? And so we are in a country with many different religious beliefs. We've got Islam on the left. We've got Buddhism, Taoism with the yin yang, and even through science and their E equals MC squared. That's a conversation to have with it. Judaism with the star, Christianity with the cross, paganism with the Ankh. And they all worked as religious, with religious freedom protected by the Bill of Rights. The issue is going to now then become monotheism versus polytheism, where the issue is, well, what is there one true religion, and do we have to cancel each other out? I bring up one small proverb from Hinduism. The truth is one. The paths of the truth are many. So let's explore many ways we can get to the true religion, okay? So what is religion? Most people think of it as, commandments, doctrines imposed on people. Yeah, we got that mob going again right there. Orthodoxy, straight, correct thinking that will be imposed on you. And if you don't do it right, you're going to end up with the witch hunts, the witch trials. You're guilty until proven innocent. Prove you didn't kill those babies or those women. But on the other hand, who doesn't want a law or commandment that says don't murder, don't steal, don't testify falsely against your neighbor, right? Who doesn't want that? Or how about one day of rest a week? Who doesn't want that? So what is the religion that people are objecting to? Well, in Latin, it means something that is passed down, all right? And that's where we're going to go with religious ideas. Knock that wall down. The universality of religion. A colleague once asked a visiting speaker, she used the word natural, and the colleague said, well, what do you call natural? And the look on the speaker's face was kind of puzzling, like, whatever is ubiquitous, found everywhere to a species, right, plant, or animal. Yeah, that makes it natural. That's why we call them coconut trees, because they all got coconuts. That means, in real sense, what I'm getting at is religion is found everywhere with humans. So that must mean it's natural to us, okay? Yep, there's that big gong. It's the human thing to do. Have religious ideas, beliefs, okay? They're everywhere, and they are really, we talk about separation of church and state. Really what we mean is, or what the Bill of Rights meant, was separation of state from the church, from religion, all right? You can't impose religion, and you can't stop religion, all right? It's a part of human life, and you can't dissect it out of us, all right? What happened to the frog in Biolab when we dissected the frog? Well, it died. A religion cannot exist outside of a context. interlocking of social and cultural elements, all right? So let's explore what some of these are. I want to call these a series of what's meaningful, okay? Meaningful rituals. And the idea here is that it's not about true versus false. It's meaningful or not meaningful. If it's not meaningful, why would you even want to do it, let alone believe it, right? And there are all kinds of meaningful rituals that we have. Baptism, cleansing someone in their personal life. The sprinkling of water onto an area that we're going to have a worship service to cleanse it. But also incense is used to bring aromas, pleasant aromas. Actually, you got to realize that when they had temples that killed animals outside for sacrifice, death, blood, really stinks. So you had to have incense to bring some sort of pleasant aroma so the gods would come, all right? But this is all about purification, and those are all meaningful rituals, okay? Meaningful myths. Now, everybody has a creation story, and it's not about a debate about is it literally true or is it scientifically false. It's just about a meaningful series of stories of how things began. Creation, right? We don't want to take 4 billion years in science because that's like way too long. No, we want to have a creation story where things happen very rapidly, if not instantly, okay? We have creation. Elephants, animals get created, right? We have the birds singing, and we have humans, men and women, right? That are going to then start the human race, along with the other animals starting their animal races, okay? But you can also have flood stories. They are also meaningful. Now, a lot of people think these are just to scare people into not doing something. Well, they're typically based on an actual event. Where if you're living on a river bank and there's a great rain and a flood, it destroys your whole village, your whole town, maybe your whole city. And at that point, the poets have to say, well, why did that happen? Well, those people, what were they doing that was insulting? Okay, they were dumping human waste into the river. And the river and the sky god decided, let's wipe them out. So let's not do that. Well, that's a good thing. It's meaningful, right? We're trying to have a meaningful understanding of the world around us, not just something capricious that happened, and we don't know what to do next. All right, social customs. These are also meaningful rituals, all right? They're always in a religious context, like a wedding, all right? Where you have various oaths given, music, bells sounding the beginning of someone's new life. We also have funerals, a customary ending to life, all right? Where we can have a band, marching band playing, in this case, a military funeral, playing patriotic music to put it in a context. These are customs that bring meaningful structure in life from beginning to end. And we learn them so that we can repeat them and have the same meaningful life. No structure, no customs, chaos. And we don't like chaos. Shared values. This is very important. Family, faith, and family. We have a 3-generation outdoor party of some kind. The grandparents, the parents, the children, we even got a newborn in there. And everybody comes together to value family, all right? It's not worldly goods we're valuing, it's the family, okay? It can also be with a sacred center, all right? Where you have a focal point, in this case, the altar there, which you can then have tranquil meditation, all right? Again, shared values. All human societies like these kinds of shared values, okay? We want the family and we want tranquility, a sacred center. So when we look at religion just in terms of rituals, social customs and culture, we really end up with sacred similarities. It's being human again. For instance, again, a sacred center, in this case an altar, that we will go and use as a focal point, okay? That sets off the need to be quiet and meditate. We can also share the sunrise as a sacred event. The bringing of light to dispel the darkness, the evil, right? In the Middle East, in the ancient Mesopotamia, the word for the sun was Shamash. But that was also the name of the god, the sun god, who brought light, but then law and order, all right? Shamash gave the law, the code of to Hammurabi, so he could have a society that was just, all right, because it was in the light. We also have, and the birds waking up in the morning. We love the birds in the morning, okay? They're happy that's there too. God in the Jewish Torah, in the book of Judges, the prophets, is called the Shemesh, the sun, S-U-N, Shemesh HaSadiq, the son of justice. So again, shared sacred similarities in Mesopotamian language and with Jewish tradition. And then there is the rain that comes to bring life, giving water, but then a rainbow, the sacred presence of God who will bless us and protect us, okay? That's a common experience with humans. That then becomes a common shared sacred similarity, okay? That's where I'm going with this, okay? All the sacred similarities of being human, okay? True religion is really about meaningful religion, all right? And again, it's interconnected with social and cultural elements. You can't dissect it out of the human. It's all connected, all right? And I want to close with this sunrise, again, something that Christians will use for the sunrise service for Easter, the resurrection. But everyone has a sunrise ritual to greet the day, the light of the new day, the dawn, okay? With the birds singing to us again. It's meaningful because it's all too human. So, let's enjoy a sunrise together sometime. All right? So, there we have. Thanks for listening. We have the Double D Express with Dr. Doug. I wanted to use this for you to find what's meaningful in all of us. All right? You might find something you're missing if you go watch a sunrise with someone of a different faith. All right, don't forget to click subscribe and that like button. And until my next Espresso, g'day.